welcome to Transmissions Alt Mode, where we look at the latest comics and other media featuring the Transformers. In this episode, there's a new Energon Universe trailer, a new Paramount Plus commercial with Optimus Prime, and we've got some feedback from last week about that Cobra Commander review. Today is Friday, January 26, 2024. This is episode 374 of Transmissions Alt Mode.
Welcome to Transmissions Alt Mode, the podcast that is hoping for a Transformers 1 trailer during the Super Bowl, so it'll be worth watching. I'm your host, Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast, and I am joined by the excellent Transmissions team of Jeremy.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I'm here. No one else is, but I'm here. Let's talk Transformers.
Here. There you go. All right. We are just going to do the show. Just Jeremy and myself. Charles, as we talked about in the toy show, he is out doing something else more important, he said. And he's just gone. What are we going to do? So the show must go on, people. So we are here and we are going to keep going on. We always start off the show by talking about our Donatreons and how much we love them, and they are awesome. You can always be a Donatreon, become one, by going to our website, www.transmissionspodcast.com/ what is it, Patreons?
Support.
Right, that's what it is. Yeah, very good. So yeah, you can do that. Bunch of different levels you can join at, and yeah, there is a talkback level where you can join us in like the live chat while we're doing the show, and
assuming we give the correct link, which apparently I didn't do for the toy show this week.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody watching, so we're like, what the hell's going on? Oh well, we record
it's Charles's
these.
Fault.
Yeah. The one thing that you do not have to worry about if you want to you don't have to do with the show is you don't actually have to become a Patreon to join our Discord. So you can join our Discord for free, and you could talk with us in there too. Just this little tier, you actually get to talk to us during the show, which is nuts. And we often will reference people in the chat during the show. So yeah,
and the Discord is more than just Transformers. We talk about all sorts of stuff.
Lots of stuff in there. Yeah. To my dismay, we often talk. There is a whole channel dedicated to Star Wars, and it gets
DC.
a lot of DC. There's a lot of stuff that I really do not like.
But you don't have to.
Oh well,
you don't have to go there.
I can just mute the whole channel and I can just not worry about it. Anyway, it's a fun place and it's free. You can join it, and there's nothing there that makes. I mean, there's a couple places that are Donatreon exclusives, but yeah. Anyway, the majority of it is a free place, and it's fun. So join that. Anyway, moving on. We do have some other things that we do that are bonuses and things that are Patreon exclusive. So we do have a show called We Like Big Bots. And that is a show that is hosted by myself and Dr. Pants. And we've done 12 of these shows. We did a full season 1 that was 10 episodes. And we are currently working on season 2. So we were 2 episodes into season 2. We did Megatron. We came back with a bang and did Megatron. It was a huge episode. See what I did there? So yeah, we did Megatron, and it was a big, long show. We had a lot of figures for him. It's a popular character. So we all had a bunch of figures for him. And then we just released our show on Grimlock, and another very popular character. So
good topic you can take a bite out.
Yeah. I like my reference better, but that, it works. So anyway, we got a couple of those shows there. Dr. Pants and myself are working on the rest of season 2. And while I say working on, I mean haven't discussed it at all as of yet. and we'll get to it eventually at some point, maybe. So anyway, that show's being done, and but we do have another show that we do, and it is not exactly a exclusive, but we do have the Transformers Empire of Rust, where there is 2 full seasons of the show available already for you to listen to, and that is free. It's out there. I think it's 109 episodes or something like that is the original show.
I can't remember.
Perfect. I know it's over 100 shows. And then they're on a bit of a hiatus right now while they're preparing season 3. But during this hiatus, they're doing the Empire of Rust.
The Rustford Files.
The Rustford Files, right? So it's a little a secondary mission or campaign,
it's
or
like
whatever
a side campaign.
Yeah, so they're having some fun with it, and it's just a little fun. It's a live play RPG, and so they're having some fun with that. Everybody's playing different characters, and it's fun. So if you're into that sort of thing, check it out. There is an awful lot of content there, and if you are a Patreon of our show, then you will get these episodes a week early. So, yeah. And if you're not a Patreon, then you do not get the We Like Big Bots at all. It's definitely a Patreon exclusive.
Yep.
Up next we have we are also selling our Skybound Transformers #1 comic, and that is something we had commissioned. Transformers is from Skybound is the talk of the town right now. I don't know whether you've heard of it. We're going to talk about it a little bit on this very podcast, but everyone is talking about this book right now, including a lot of people that are not in the Transformers, community. So yeah, this is a really very cool book, and we were lucky enough to get the opportunity to do or to commission an exclusive cover for it. And we still have some of these left. They are $15, and we do charge shipping and handling on them. You can order them from the website, our website, transmissionspodcast.com /comic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, /comic. And you can pre-order it there, or not pre-order. You can order it there and have it shipped to you. We do also have an option right now. If you are going to be attending TFcon Los Angeles, you can have it shipped there. And
ship in your luggage.
It will be brought to TFcon Los Angeles by either Charles or myself, and we will get it to you there. But yeah, it's very cool, and it's pretty good. The artist of the cover, EJ Sue, will be in attendance at TFcon Los Angeles, and you can get your book signed, which is pretty awesome. So yeah. Anyway, that's very cool, and we're really happy to do that for anybody who will be at TFcon Los Angeles. And lastly, we do like to talk about one of our big sponsors of the podcast, which is Toyhax, and they have been with us for a lot of episodes now, and they have been gracious enough to give us a discount code for the month of January. And it is 15% off at their site if you use the code BIGBOT24. So you can go there, use the code, get 15% off. The code can be used with their Robo points, but it can't be combined with other discounts or promotions. Which is to say that if they have like a Black Friday sale or something like that. I was going to say Boxing Day, but you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about if I say that. So yeah. So anyway, if they have a sale going on, a massive site-wide sale, then you can't also add this to it. That's what I mean. Anyway, that's very cool, and definitely use their code for anything else on the site, because they do amazing work. Their stickers. They got the backgrounds as their stages. They call it the Armory now, where they have 3D printed replica guns and other accessories for G1 figures. It's a very cool site for anything Transformers related, and they have stuff for like Mask and GI Joe,
Master
and
of
I
the
think
Universe.
Master of the Universe stuff too. So it's a lot more than just Transformers at this point. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into the show, and we're going to start off this week with some comics news.
All right, we're going to start off with a 4-page preview of issue number 5 of the Skybound Transformers series, as well as covers for that issue. They have been announced. We're not going to really get into that with the spoilers, but if you want, you can go to our link to the TFW 2005 page. They have all the covers and the 4-page preview, and just if you know how the issue ended, a lot of these covers are reflecting Optimus's new arm. The next thing we wanted to talk about is Skybound and Hasbro have put out this new trailer for the Energon Universe. This is Wave 2, and basically it kind of summarizes everything up to this point. There's some Void Rival stuff, Transformers, some stuff from Duke, and then Cobra Commander, which just came out. So and I think it does this Shockwave bit. It mentions, I don't know, they really haven't gotten into Shockwave outside of that one little bit in Void Rivals. But they're really still trying to promote it pretty heavily. So we'll see how this turns out. But if you want to watch this trailer, it's on YouTube. We'll have a link to it directly. You can check that out. So I think that is all we have in comics news this week.
Very cool. Yeah, it's interesting that they released this spoiler trailer and spoiling the issue that literally just came out.
They obviously do not care about spoilers at all.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's very cool. Thanks for that. And we are going to move on to media news. All right, in media news this week. All right, so this is an ad for Paramount Plus. It is featuring the Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen and a special guest Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast. So as you would combine. I mean, when I think of Optimus Prime, I definitely also think of Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen
and Peppa Pig and Dora the Explorer.
Right. Yes. Yeah. These are always very similarly similar enough characters that they're always around each other. So this is an ad that we're definitely going to see at the Super Bowl, but it looks like they're starting it a little bit early. So yeah.
Let's hope the Bills make it, and then if they don't make it, then
it'll be one of those well, they didn't make it, but it'll be timely if they do. So very cool. I mean, Hasbro owns obviously Dora the Explorer and Peppa Pig, and for anyone out there who is not a parent, Peppa Pig is huge. I mean, you think Transformers are big, or Ninja Turtles are big. That it's Peppa Pig is like it's on Taylor Swift levels. Of
Bluey
big.
is probably getting up there too.
It's incredible how big Peppa Pig is with kids. So yeah, like Transformers ain't got nothing on Peppa Pig.
Oh, DJ Run is saying the Bills lost.
Well, shit.
That's awkward.
Oh well. They're still going to show the commercial though. Paid a lot of money for that.
If they were smart, they would have gotten a few quarterbacks. And
that would be really funny. Up next, we got a Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal statue that got built in Peru. So if you'll remember, a lot of the movie was filmed in Peru, and it looks like they are thanking the country by giving them an Optimus Primal statue. This is going to be um, put in like near one of the locations that they filmed. This is Tarapoto. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. And it's there to promote local tourism. So yeah, very cool. This is not a standard kind of filming location, so I'm sure it's very cool, and I'm sure the people there are really, really kind of blown away that they've got this crazy thing from Hollywood. They're kind of helping with tourism now. So yeah, I'm sure I wonder how long it'll take before somebody spray paints it or something like that, put some graffiti on it.
I mean, knowing humanity, probably not
long. But yeah, it looks cool. It's definitely interesting. I mean, what happened to those other ginormous touring statues that were going around during the marketing of the movie? Those are somewhere, right?
In some warehouse somewhere, probably.
Yeah. And anyway, the last thing we've got is the G1 Transformers Transport to Oblivion. We have 3 parts. Two parts of the original audio sessions. Now, these are cool. So if you've heard the show, or watched the episode, Transport to Oblivion, these are all of the audio from those sessions that they took to create that episode. And this is on the website, the YouTube channel, Serial Geek TV. And these audio sessions include the voice cast of Peter Cullen, Corey Burton, Scatman Carruthers, Dan Gilvezan, Casey Kasem, Chris Latta, and Don Mezek. Like legends.
Yeah. I mean,
it's incredible.
Don Mezek, he's from Get Smart, Spectre Gadget. So I'm sure that this is hilarious, like the outtakes.
Yeah. It's just incredible. Like, these a lot of people that are in the fandom right now and don't really appreciate G1 for what it was. The voice cast in this is just insane. Like, Transformer, the G1 show was filled with legendary voice actors. Legends, like absolute crazy good voice actors. And not to mention the fact that, so that's for part 2. Part 3 on here, they don't mention it in the breakdown, but part 2 is between Michael Bell, another not too shabby, and Frank Welker, another.
Yeah, we got
Welker.
that one too.
Like, he's in there too. So this is, I mean, it's incredible, this breakdown of a voice cast, right? So yeah, if you know the episode, then you can take a look at this. If you just want to hear, how back in, I think Transport to Oblivion was episode or season 1. But I think so if you want to listen to how they kind of did this, because they were all in the same room, and incredible, absolutely incredible.
And if you've ever heard the stories that these actors talk about at conventions, this is your chance to actually hear some of those experiences.
Yeah, exactly. So very cool. I don't know how long these are. So the part 2 is just over half an hour, and part 3 is just over 25 minutes, just 26 minutes. Sorry. So yeah, very cool. If you got yourself an hour, then get through them.
And looks like this Serial Geek TV has put some of the animation to the voices.
Cool.
And it's really cool how they're doing it here. I'm not sharing that here.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of highlights the actor that's talking at the time, or Wally Burr, the director. So
yep,
it's really pretty slick.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be it for media news. So with that, we're going to move on to convention news.
All right. We have a couple of updates here. TFNation, which is going to be August 9th through 11th at the Hilton Birmingham Metropole in the UK. They have announced that Kathleen Khavari, who was the voice actor for Twitch on Earthspark, and she's also done Miss Marvel in Avengers Assemble, Spider-Man, or Miss Marvel in these shows, Avengers Assemble, Spider-Man, Marvel Rising, and Future Avengers. So if you want to meet her, she will be at TFNation. And that's awesome. It's great that, these Earthspark actors are starting to get out there too. Because I think, it's going to be a very well-regarded show. Already people really like it. So next up, we have a TFcon Los Angeles. As we have mentioned previously in the show, Daryl and Charles are going to be there. But they also have a Flint Dille, who is a writer on G1. Basically did a lot of the writing on the animated movie as well. G.I. Joe, Inhumanoids, Visionaries, a lot of shows in the 80s he worked on. He's done work since I think he's worked on some stuff for Blizzard over the years and other gaming stuff. So he's always fun to talk to. He's got great stories. And then Tyler Bleszinski, who was the writer on Transformers Galaxy's Constructicons Rising, he's going to be there. And we had him on our show around the time that comic came out. He was great to talk to. So if you go and see him, it was a lot of fun. I'm sure he will sign the comics if you have him there. So TFcon LA is just always shaping up to just be a huge show every time they do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all we got for convention news.
Right on. I'm really looking forward to LA,
Yeah.
On top of the voice actors that are going to be there, I'm going to finally get the chance to meet, Frank Welker, which I missed out on when he was in Toronto. I should have met him when he was in Toronto.
All the way to the other side of the continent.
Yeah. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of comic book artists and seeing some friends that I never get to see because they never come to Toronto. So I got to go to them. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I really wish I could go, but maybe next time.
Yeah, you got to get, got to get it in gear, buddy.
I'm going to be going to Japan next summer, so I'm saving money for that.
No Transformers conventions in Japan. They don't even know what their Transformers are there. Come on.
No. Going to the Star Wars convention.
You suck. All right. Well, we got one more thing to talk about, and that is apparently I may have pissed some people off. So we're going to talk about some feedback.
Yeah, we got some feedback from our last show. This was all from YouTube. And it all revolves around that comic review. So the Rev Nation.
Give it to me. Oh, what did I do?
I mean, it's not so bad, but the Rev Nation said that I was an 80s kid deeply immersed in the Transformers and G.I. Joe. I hated Cobra a lot. I hated anything alien that was incorporated into G.I. Joe. Then comes Skybound's interpretation. I'm not only surprised, I'm excited. The lore, the world building. Let's see where this all goes. So he's on board with the Cobra Commander story. And he also said, Daryl is to G.I. Joe as Jim Cornette is to modern wrestling. Nothing is going to make them happy. LOL. So
I don't understand.
To translate for you, Daryl, since I know you're not a wrestling fan, Jim Cornette is an old school wrestling manager, just like a mouthpiece for other wrestlers and stuff. He is not really on board with a lot of the modern day wrestling stuff. And he's like, just very old school, stuck in his ways, much like you.
But isn't isn't like WWE all scripted?
Yeah.
So isn't his reactions and his feelings all scripted?
Well, not anymore. He has his own like podcast, and he like commentates on the state of the energy or the state of the industry, and just how everything has gone downhill, and stuff like that. So,
I see. Okay.
Yeah, basically, like, why can't they do it back like they did in G1?
I mean, again, I'll reiterate what I said last time during or after the review, is that if you went into this knowing what Cobra Law was, then you were already way ahead of where I was.
Yeah. I mean, I do admit that was a failing of the story, just kind of not like to the uninitiated that didn't know about Cobra Law. You're like, what is this? Of course, that's what a lot of us felt like in the 80s when the movie came out. But all right, we have another one here from Hector Riviera. He said, yeah, this Brud Daryl is just yapping. LOL. Bro, too old to be mad about this. This mad about an issue number 1.
I am old. That's true. I am very old.
And it's just it's a number 1. So
it's a number 1. I mean, at that with that excuse, it should be more descriptive. It's not like I'm jumping in on issue 15 here. This is issue 1. You should be, more inclusive, more, bring more people into the series. This is only what, a 4-issue mini, or this is a small little run, right? So I guess they got to get it going fast. They got to get the story rolling real quick here.
I mean, it's a mini series, so maybe by the last issue, all this will be fleshed out and you'll be okay.
They'll finally explain what Cobra Law is.
Yeah. All right. Well, our last one here, you actually have to pay attention to, because it's from John 4X11 Good, who, basically he's your boss.
Right.
So he said, sorry, Daryl, because it's in the same universe, I feel you still need to review the Energon Universe comics. It is Transformers adjacent.
Damn it, John.
So, I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean, where are all my peeps? Where's everybody coming to my, help me here and tell me we don't need to review these. Come on. Somebody come and back me up here.
The world's against you.
I think so.
So anyway, it's clear we're going to do Cobra Commander number 2.
It's crazy.
So anyway, thanks everyone for the feedback. You can comment on our YouTube videos like these people did, or you can go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback and you can leave us voicemail. There's a nice little easy widget there. And we would love to hear what you think about all of these Energon Universe books. And, we will play your feedback if you give us a voicemail, or we will read it out horribly like I just did. If it's a text. So
I loved the second one you read. Obviously, that was perfect. I mean,
I was trying to read it as it was written.
Yes, I'm sure it's exactly. Yeah, this Daryl is just yapping. LOL.
My 9-year-old has started calling me bruh. I'm like, no.
Oh, you should hear my daughter on it with her hockey teammates. It's like, bro. I'm like, is this just the thing? You're girls. Like, I mean, at least change it up and call each other bitches. Like, bitch. Like, that'd be funner.
I just use the gender neutral dude.
Anyway. I think it's just it's just the new thing. Everyone's a bro. Yeah. We're old. We're definitely old, and you have a Santa beard. Like, I mean, I
saw a picture of myself from like a few years ago, and it was all brown and no longer.
Yeah. Got a little white in there, but yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for writing in. This has been our feedback section, and this is going to bring us to the end of the show. At the end of every show, we like to thank our Masterpiece Donatreons. And with that, we have to thank John 4X11 Good, who just let me down just now. But thanks, John, for supporting the show. You're great. I mean, this is a rare occasion where you write in and not get to send a voicemail, but I love it when you write in anyway. It's fine. Just wish for a little bit more support, John. Come on, back me up, buddy. And then the other Masterpiece on Patreon is Demon Tech 82, and I know deep down Demon Tech 82 is supporting me in the No Go Joe campaign.
Yeah, I mean, until he proves otherwise.
That's right. Unless they full on state support, they are on my side. So yeah, that's a lot of support that I have. But thanks anyway. Thanks, guys. We love that you're a Masterpiece Donatreon. And if anybody else would like to jump in on the Masterpiece level and join John and Demon Tech, then you can. And it's really easy to do. Just go over to our Patreon page and jump into the Masterpiece level there and get yourself mentioned at the end of every episode. But yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Jeremy, for showing up this week. It'd be a real crap show if I did it all myself. So yeah,
it would be funny watching you read and react to the feedback yourself.
Oh, yeah. So we will be back next weekend. We will, but you won't see it until next week. We will be back next week with another episode. And maybe there'll be a comic. Who knows? There won't be, but there will be another comic eventually. So hopefully we get some more news to talk about next week. So we'll have a bit of a longer show. But thanks everybody for joining us. And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.